Hello and welcome to my world of stuff. My name is Paul Mount. A slightly unusual video today, and hopefully a slightly shorter one than some of the ones I've done over the past few weeks. I decided to do a little reintroduction to the channel. Reason being, I have some new subscribers, and quite a few new subscribers by my standards anyway. And it's always exciting when I get some new subscribers and they come in dribs and drabs. But yesterday, in the wake of my coming soon Blake 7 on Blu-ray video, I've had quite a few new people jumping aboard the channel, which is fantastic. And I thought what I would do is not only welcome those newcomers and hope and encourage them to stick around, and also explain what this channel is for newcomers. People who may have just come aboard because they saw the Blake 7 video and might not watch again. I really hope that you do. And I'm going to explain what this channel is, why it is, and what the intention is. It's a safe space on YouTube where I can talk about the things that I like, films, TV, magazines, books, genre things, without fear of angry people shouting and screaming. It's basically a place where I can just talk about the things that I enjoy. But first of all, I want to say yet again, thank you to those new subscribers who came aboard yesterday. I know that Blake 7 lured you in, and I'm hoping to keep you here. And it's always appreciated when new people come aboard. And I've got, by YouTube standards, a fairly small subscriber base. It's creeping towards 1,000, which is fantastic. And sometimes I sit and think, wow, X number of people have pressed a button because they liked something that they'd seen me talk about or liked a video and they want to stick around. And it's hard when you look at the analytics. You see people watch X minutes of certain videos, and I don't quite know how all that works, but I know that if you press the subscribe button, you must be interested in something that I've done. And I hope that those new people who come on board yesterday will stick around and will look back through the channel. I think this is the 454th video I've done over the past 3.5 years or so since I started the channel. And there's loads of film reviews, the odd unboxing, physical media updates when I get some new bits and pieces that I bought, TV reviews, the occasional memorial for a fallen hero. Doctor Who stuff, of course. Doctor Who is a big part of this channel. It isn't a Doctor Who channel exclusively by any means. I don't want it to be. But I'm a big Doctor Who fan, and I will talk about Doctor Who on this channel when there's something to chat about. So it's pretty much a multimedia sort of channel discussing the things that I'm interested in. And I think if you look back across the channel, you'll see there's a huge variety of content on you, and I hope that you will look back and find something that you find interesting and hopefully enjoyable. The point of this channel was originally something for me to do of a creative nature in the latter stages of the pandemic. I think probably the second year of the pandemic, because I was watching quite a lot of YouTube and watching people doing their eBay resellings and reviewing films and their collections and things, and thought I wouldn't mind having a go at doing something like that, conscious of the fact that I am considerably older than most of the people who do that sort of stuff. But I thought it's something that might be interesting to do, and if people want to watch it, that'll be cool too. So I started off doing a few reviews, and if you look back at the early videos, they're sort of quite primitive. There's no particular editing as such. I didn't have title sequences and things. And what I wanted to do was create a channel which felt a bit like a proper TV program or a magazine-y type thing, which is why I gave the episodes numbers for a while. I dropped that when I got to 400. But I like the idea of it being a product rather than just me talking into a camera. I like having an introduction, I like having an ending, and I like all the bits and pieces, the clips and photographs and stuff, skills that I've learned over the years. But what I wanted to do particularly was to not have an angry, ranty man-baby channel. I wanted to talk about the things I like, and hopefully people who like them too will talk about them, and if people don't like them, they will comment constructively about them, which is why when I put up always contentious Doctor Who videos, I always say, please be constructive. If you're just going to come on and go RIP Doctor Who's crap and all that sort of stuff, I'm just going to delete your comments. I'm not interested in that sort of discourse. I like to have intelligent conversations about things. I like to hear people's opinions on things. And if somebody doesn't like something, express it in an adult, educated way, not just spitting vitriol. I mean, if you want that sort of stuff, there's loads of that out on the internet, but I specifically don't want this to be like that. I want this to be a safe space where people who like the things that I like can hear me talk about them, hopefully with some enthusiasm and erudition. I like to do my research about the things I'm not too sure about. I have a pretty good working knowledge of sort of 60s TV and Doctor Who in particular. And I just like to express my opinions and share my opinions with other people. And if they disagree, that's fine. But I'd like people to disagree in an adult and mannered way. And that's what this channel is all about. It's not being one of those big shouty, youth-obsessed YouTube channels that's full of shouting people staring at the camera and massive visual things and edits and jump edits and all sort of stuff, which, to be honest, makes me feel a bit jittery when I watch some of these videos that have got chop edits for no apparent reason. I sort of think, if you can't talk for a couple of minutes without having to cut bits out, then perhaps you shouldn't be doing a YouTube channel. Now, yeah, there are edits on my channel because I do these things unscripted with an idea of what I'm going to talk about, and very often there'll be ums and ahs, or I'll sneeze, or I'll lose track of what I'm saying and go off on some blind alley. And it's handy to be able to chop all that out and make it seem a bit more seamless. But yeah, you'll get the odd cuts and snip, but I don't like it every few seconds because it's just totally disorientating because you're just aware of the editing and not the content. So it's tended to be a channel where I'm talking, and it's the talking and the context and the content of what I'm saying that's important, not necessarily the way it's presented. So if you're looking at all sorts of glitzy, flashy visuals and things bouncing across the screen, you won't get a lot of that here. You'll get photographs and things illustrating what I'm talking about, and I like fiddling around with the transitions and logos and titles and things. That's fun to do, but it's not about that. It's about the things I'm talking about and expressing my opinion and sharing my opinion and hopefully hearing your opinions. So it is a safe space where you're not going to get a lot of anger, because if I'm angry about something, I'm angry about it, but I don't see the point in burdening you with things. And to be honest, I don't get worked up about stuff. I've been around long enough now to it's water off a duck's back if there are things that are annoying. I just think, what you going to do? So I hope that newcomers here will stick around. As I said, I'm not an angry, excitable teenager. I am years of age. Age is just a number. But I think I know enough about the things that I'm talking about to hopefully entertain you and enlighten you, and hopefully not stress you out too much, because there's nothing worse than watching a YouTuber who's shouting and screaming and they're angry about things. And of course the angry people do it because they're monetized, they make money from being angry, and it's all, I've talked about this before in previous videos. So this hopefully is a place where you can sit, relax, kick off your shoes, have a cup of tea, other hot drinks are available, and just listen to me talk about something I've watched or something I've experienced, and then you can chime in with your comments. That's hopefully what this channel is all about, and by and large I think it is. And I really do appreciate each and every one of you, new subscribers, people who've been here since the beginning, people who've come on board during this journey. I really, really do appreciate every one of you. I don't know you all by name, obviously, but I appreciate you all for clicking that subscribe button, because there's so much choice out there, so much content. You don't have to watch this stuff, but I'm pleased and sort of humbled in a way that people have found enough entertainment or some value from the stuff that I do to press that button and stick around, and I hope that you will. And again, I also appreciate all the comments that I get. Some videos get more comments than others, some don't get any at all. That's the way it goes, but I do appreciate all the comments. I try to respond to them if I can, if I've got some response that's worth making. But even if I don't respond to your comment, it's read and acknowledged and much, much appreciated, because we all have busy lives. Finding the time to sit and watch a video is enough. Never mind making the effort to put a comment about it. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate you all doing it. So I just wanted to put out this video. Once again, just explaining what this channel is, what its intent is. It's for my benefit, really, to give me a creative output as I get older. But getting the feedback from you and getting you on board is vital, because there have been times when subscriber numbers haven't moved, viewing numbers have been down on everything, and I thought, well, it takes 2 or 3 hours to do one of these videos, the recording it, then downloading it and uploading it and re-uploading it and then editing it and putting all the bits on. It can take a good 2 or 3 hours. And I sometimes think, well, only 30 people have watched this, is there much point? But I think when you get a good response to something and new people coming on board, it gives you a new energy. So I do hope that all the new people who've come on board in the last 24 hours will stick around. Tell your friends as well, because there's loads of stuff to come. Film reviews, as I said, everything genre-y, basically. I'm very much into sort of fantasy, science fiction, horror type things. Those are the things that have always fired up my imagination. I won't be reviewing episodes of Vera here or Midsummer Murders. It's not my thing. I'm looking for things a bit more edgy, a bit more imaginative, a bit more, to spark the mind a little bit. That's what this channel's all about. So please stick around. Again, I can't say it enough. Thank you for all the new subscribers who've come aboard in the last day or so. But thank you to everybody who subscribed across the years and stuck around. Thank you for everybody who comments. Carry on commenting, carry on subscribing, and we'll carry on this journey through my world of stuff. I'll see you soon.